Hello and welcome to part 4 of the Yamaha XV1600 Roadstar build by Tamiya. And welcome if you're new to the channel. Please hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get notified of when the videos come out. Give us a thumbs up if you like this at the end, and if you're welcome to put comments in. And if you've built, particularly if you built this bike before, any tips or anything, but we should be getting it finished in this video. We're close. We're only about 3 steps from the end. So let's have a look at what we've got to do. So with a quick recap, I'll just bring the bike over, and there it is there. So what we did on the last video was we had the handlebars all set up and the front forks all put on. We've got the little oil cooler in there. What else we got? Touched up a bit of bronze or copper in there just to match some other areas of copper around. And what we're doing now is the foot pegs. Okay, so the foot pegs, I'll just throw the instructions up there, step 18. So we've got the left and right foot pedals, which includes the brake and our accelerator lever. So what I've got here is I've got the parts for the right foot pedal. These need to be primed. I'll be undercoating them with black, I think. Yeah, I'll use the Outlaw Paints black primer to do these, because most of it will be painted black anyway. There's a gloss black, although the foot pad itself here will be just like a rubber effect, so we'll do like a tire rubber on that. Now you might notice, I'll just give you a tip on something I do here. Using a toothpick or cocktail stick, whatever you call it where you are, for holding parts like this. Look at that. So basically you pick a spot that's not going to be seen, like on the back of this, where that's going to be up against the bike and you won't see. And the same with that, that'll be sitting down on a chrome lever, and that's a brake, the brake. Yeah, so what I do is I just touch the end of the cocktail stick with a bit of CA glue, stick it onto here, and then I come along with my Icky Sticky activator, CA activator, touch that there, and there she is. She's all good to paint and do what I want with. Obviously the spot where the where it's stuck to it won't be painted, but that won't be seen. Sorry, I'm holding it where it can't be seen. But that's a good way to attach small parts. You can use blue tack as well. I do that quite often as well, but this is more secure, especially little tiny parts you don't want to lose or drop or have fly away as you're airbrushing them. This part here will need quite a few different colours. To detail that up, there's some metallic colours, some aluminium colour and so forth. The foot pedal, it's going to be a little tricky because around the outside it's going to be an aluminium colour. So what I was thinking of doing is I'll paint the whole thing and prime it. I'll prime it up. Then I'll do it all in the black, because most of it is in the black. And then, well, no, sorry, I will do the edge, the airbrush, the edge around there in the aluminium colour, right? Then when that's dried, I've got some tape here, which is the Icky Sticky tape. This is 1 millimeter wide. Look at that. You can't even see it at that angle. And that will go around there over the aluminium to protect that and keep that covered as I come along and and spray it with the flat black. All right, we'll get to that. All right, so all right, let's get on with this build and let's finish it. Obviously, we're in step 18. We've got another 2 more steps to go, which involves the headlights on the front, and I think there's tail lights on the rear, and then we've got the seat to put on. We've got to do the seat, and the little back balloon passenger's seat sits on the back as well. All right, okay, back in a second. Okay, welcome back. So here's our parts, and I'll just grab this a bit better. So what I've done is I've sprayed the aluminium around the edge. Well, I primed it first, then sprayed the aluminium around the edge there. All right, and same with the other footrest as well. Now these have to be done rubber black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off that aluminium that I've done. That's what I'm going to do with that. Now we've got the other little one here that it's going to be done in the rubber as well, black. There's no aluminium around the outside of that, so I may just brush that on. And then we've got our little, looks like a little brake cylinder and bits and pieces there that need to be done a few different colors, which I'll brush paint. There's some silver in there and some aluminium. We'll get that looking good too. All right, let's have a quick look at this number 2 actually. We'll try the 2mm and see if that's going to be the right size. And here it is. I'll just get a sample piece off just to test. Yes. There we go. All right. Just a quick hint: never put these down flat on your mat, because you're going to pick up all sorts of bits and pieces that are all over the place. If you can't put it in the bag it came in, place it on the bag. Icky Sticky actually have a plastic holder that holds all the different range. You'll see that on their site when you have a look. So I'm thinking that looks like that's going to fit pretty good. That's going to go around that edge nicely. Now I just wanted to try it with the 1mm and see how that goes, because that is overhanging a little bit. But let me just check some of this. I'll take off super small here. There we go. Now let's see how that's going to fit on there. Yeah. Okay. So the 1mm is a little bit too thin. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit too thin. I'm just checking along the edge here now and seeing if that could be done. No, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll stick with the 2mm tape, and yeah. All right, I'll be back soon. I'll get this taped up and painted, and we'll have a look. Hey, welcome back. And I've masked up with the Icky Sticky tape, masking tape, the footrests. You can see that running around the side. So that will keep the aluminium on there while I airbrush this with the rubber black. Should come up fine. I've done both of those, and yeah, we'll see how that comes up. These ones I've just done a little bit of detailing. I've decided to put the copper tinge through again, so the top of this little, I think it's a brake fluid reservoir. just done that with the copper, as well as the chrome on here. I've just made a bit of copper in the top of that, just for a bit of a difference. And the other footrest brake pedal, actually, that's the brake pedal, is already done in the flat black, so that's all good to go. Also, there was this here, which is the gear shift, done in the gloss black as per instructions. Done that. That's just sitting there. While all that was being drying, I jumped ahead, as I do, and I've done the lens covers for the indicators there, and the red for the tail light. I just have to do a second coat to get them looking fine. So, all right, all good. So I'll go give these a bit of a blast with the rubber black, and we'll have a look and see how they've come up. Okay, I'm back in a sec. Okay, so I got these painted up. Let's take the tape off and see how they turned out. There we go. Not only did I do the rubber black for the top of the thing, but while it was there, I also just carefully did the gloss black for the bracket and the underside as well. And that one has come up looking pretty nice. There's our aluminium bit around the base, and we've still got the gloss black on the bracket. Very happy with that. Let's have a look at the second one. There we go. And once again, that's looking good. Yeah. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. There you go. Okay. Shall return after, gosh, well, I've got to let these dry properly before we start attaching the other bits and pieces to it. So I'll come back when that's ready to do. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, welcome back. So there's all our parts as in step 18. I'll put that up here. There you go. All come up really nice. These look really good. That black rubber went on beautifully, and then we got the gloss on the black here. That's great. So we can put these together now, but not on the bike, because it's strange. You put all the parts and put them together, and then it goes on to the headlights and tail lights. So anyway, I'll quickly put these together. We'll come back and have a look at them, and then we'll get on with the tail lights and that. You'll see I've done some colouring on them already. I need to put another coat on, and then there's some more parts to get off step 19 as well. So let me whack these together, and we'll come back and have a look back in a sec. Okay, so there's our foot pedals, or what do they call them in here? They're calling them foot pedals. There we go. So there's that one, so you can see. Well, and there's the other one. Be careful there, the linkages. They're ready to go on, but not yet, because we're going to step 19 now, which I'll put up in the corner just a bit. And actually, we can move that out of the way. Step 19 is the headlight and the tail light. Now, I've just done an extra layer on there, so I've done the orange and red clear. Let them dry. And now we need some parts off the chrome sprue again. And for the, we'll do the headlight first. We need E19 and E7. That's pretty much it, although there is two of these orange lights, plus we've got the headlight cover. E19 and E7 is, well, E19 is all this piece, so there it is there. There's your whole headlight one piece. We can take that off. Take that off like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's looking nice and tidy. And then E7 is the headlight surround. Looks like it there. There it is there. Just whip that off. E7. After I drop it on the floor. Okay, there it is. And that, once it gets the clear lens put on, is going to sit pretty much just in there. All right. After I trim it up. Okay, I'll tidy up these parts and I'll get the, well, there's the lens there. That's the F2 piece. So there's the cover for that. I'll be able to get that off and ready, and I'll pretty much put that together. Although I won't put those lights, the indicator lights on yet because they're still drying. We'll see how we go. And then look, while we're here, let's do the tail light as well, which is E24. Where are we? Oh, there you go. It'll be more obvious. There it is. E24 is there, and there. And E24, that's pretty much it with the lights that we've got to go on it. So I'll get them tidied up and we'll have a look when they're on. Back in a sec. Hey, welcome back. So I'm just putting these lights on. What I'm using is some MIG ammo glue. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is photo etching clear parts glue. Brilliant stuff. Lasts forever. I water it down and I've put it in a separate little container, and that can sit like this for months. And you can get it to whatever consistency you want. In this case, it's almost like a sort of a custody consistency, and you just put it on. It dries completely clear, so perfect for situations like this. I'll just show you that. All right, I'll be back when these are done. Okay, so there's the headlights and taillights done. This stuff takes a little while to dry, so I'll give them a good hour before I try to put them on the bike. But yeah, looks good. So we'll just pop them over here side for a minute. There we go. And move on to step 20. Now, step 20, we need to put, obviously, the tail lights will go on. The number plate will go on. So there's something we could work on and get ready now, because there's probably a decal. I'm not sure. There's going to be something to go on there, but we'll see. Yes, there is a decal. We've got a choice of decals to go on there. The seat goes on as well, which is still on the sprue. And we've got another clear part, which is the speedometer on the top of the fuel tank. There's a cover for that gauge that's to go on there, as you can see. I put up there in the corner. Other than that, the right foot contraption, footrest here, which is the brake, that goes on as well in this step. And then down lower, as you can see, there's quite a bit to it, because this is the final step of the build, is putting the rear seat on, your rear mirrors on the handlebars, and the front headlight on, and then of course the footrest on the other side, and possibly another decal or so. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I will get the seat off the sprue and the number plate off and get them prepped up. Be back in a sec. Okay, back again. I've just touched up there red on that. I'm going to give it a couple of coats, make sure it looks fine. On here, we've got these seats have been glued together, including a little bit for the engine there that goes down. Not sure what that is, but we've got to paint all this semi-gloss black for the seats. So I'm going to go and do that. And then while I'm waiting for that to dry, we'll come back and probably put on the mirrors, because they're chrome, so they can go straight on. And then maybe even these foot rests. We'll see how we go with them. All right, I'll be back again in a sec. Oh, and the decals. This is ready for the decal to go on the number plate. And there's also a little Suzuki decal to go on the rear fender as well. Don't want to miss that bit. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, back with a bit more progress. I haven't put any of this on yet. I did the two mirrors, rear view mirrors. Got my fingerprints all over them, but that'll come off with a bit of isopropyl. The number plates got I've chosen the white mainly because it's got the white pinstriping. One tip with this is there's two little raised bits on the surface of that number plate. You need to trim them off, otherwise the decal's not going to sit flat like it is there. Okay, and we've got the red done on that, so that's just drying. This is just being glued in, so they're drying. And that is it. And oh, and the seats are undercoated. Okay, so I'll be doing them with a gloss black. Okay, so just letting things dry first, and then I can come back and put a few things on the bike. Probably the footrest to be a good start. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, back again. I've put the footrest on. It was tricky because there's that final hose, that tubing that came all the way from the rear brakes comes all the way up into the bottom of that. That was had to go on there. But then under here, you've got a screw that goes and holds the piece in place as well. And I've also put a bit of CA glue there just to make sure it stays strong. And it's on. Fantastic. I'll do the other side now, and which is a little bit tricky because it's got that linkage piece, but I'm sure it'll be okay. But while I am here, I might just pop in the clear part that covers the gauge there. We've got a clear piece, so I'll pop that on while that's here. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I got the other side on. No problem at all. Looking pretty good. Put rests on there. Yes. So I've also put the glass in there on the gauge. That's covered. Now I'm just going to pop the front headlight on, work on that. It's pretty easy. That just goes in like this. Just have a look at that. Should go on pretty easy. Yeah. It's going to glue in like that. All right. So shall do that, and then we'll put the rear tail lights on. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, so there's the, did I show that? Tail lights on. I put the mirrors on each side there. There's our headlights are on, as you saw. And now I'm going to pop on the number plate on the back. So I need to take that off the sprue. And then all we have left to do is finish painting up the seats and putting them on. Oh, and also that little piece goes down inside of here. I don't even know what that piece is. A2. But, yeah, don't know what that is, but we'll put that on. Maybe it's the horn. All right, back in a sec. Okay, welcome back everybody, and here we are after painting the seats with gloss black from the Outlaw Paints. I want you to just see how beautiful that is. Look at the finish on that. Isn't that incredible? Beautiful. And there's the rear seat there as well. It's amazing shine on that. Okay. So now, yeah, look at that. Now I'm going to clear coat it. Not that it looks like it needs it, but just for the protection, I'll go clear coat that. While the clear coat's drying, there's a decal to go on the back there, a little Yamaha decal. So we'll put that on. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, and there's that little, I don't know, maybe that's the horn. I don't know, it goes down under the bottom there, but I'll pop that on now. But next time we come back, we'll be looking at the finished bike. So all good. All right, I'll be back in a second. Hello, welcome back. So the bike seats are done. And let's just take a look at how beautiful these came up. Look at that. The shine. Look at that. Magic. Isn't that beautiful? So, there we go. So the clear coat went on and Outlaw Paints clear. Come up, as you can see. What can I say? So now we just need to put these on the bike. To do that, I'm going to put gloves on because there's no way I want to get my fingerprints on these. So let's bring the bike over. This. And let me grab some gloves. And see if we can put this on. Okay. So, got this bike seat here. Pretty much just goes, can only go one way. That's it. Like that, I'm not even going to glue this on, I don't think. I don't see the point. Yep, sitting there, good. And now the pylon seat. Again, locating points on there. That's it. I will glue that on because that will get lost. But otherwise, here we go. Seats are on. All right. Well, there it is. Let me just get organized here and we'll have a look at this from a different angle. I'll get the camera down here and we'll have a better look. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so there it is, finished. The Tamiya Yamaha XV1600 Roadstar. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Have you built this? Let me know. And let me know what you think in the comments. It's come up beautiful. I'm really, really happy with it. The kit itself goes together as you would expect a Tamiya kit. Really, really well. Everything is really nicely fitting. All the parts going well. The tolerance are very, very tight to the point where painting a part and then you've got to connect something to it can make holes. You may have to just get the holes a little bit bigger to get parts in, particularly this section with the lights going on. Otherwise, everything went really good, and it's a great way to customize it yourself. Like, you don't have to go by the colors that the kit tell you. I went with the Outlaw Paints dark blue pearl, and look at that. That's come up really well. Some of the bits of the engine there I've done with brass. The aluminium went on beautifully for the exhaust. The gloss black, well, you can see we've just put the seats on there, and look at that. Magic. You know, it looks really good. Look at the detail. It's just incredible. We'll go around, turn it around the other side here. Yeah, so there's our exhaust on there. Come up really nice. Yeah, fantastic. The second bike I've built, I think I'm getting better. Each build I learn things, and I put that into practice, and it comes up. I had a few little difficulties, like I explained. The decal I couldn't get on the tank because it was in one piece. If it was in a separate piece to go around, that pinstripe would be much better. But otherwise, yeah, so I left that off. I still haven't touched up this little bit here that says Yamaha. I never got a chance to go and get a chrome pen. I want to get one of those Posco pens like I have. It's one of these ones here. And when I do, I'll top that up. But let's just pretend that's done. Yeah. The detail's really nice. The mirrors look good. The rear view mirrors look, it's like it's got real glass in there. Beautiful. Chrome works beautiful. Yeah, got nothing to fault it. You got your stand there if you want to put it on the stand, display it how you want. It also comes with the clear stand there. You can sit it like that. So yeah, look at that. All right. So what I'll do is I'll take a few photographs of it as well. We'll get some nice close-up shots, and I'll put that at the end of the video, which we're coming up to now. And so stay there and watch the slideshow, and we'll get some nice shots of it. And thank everybody for watching this series. Thank you for all the new subscribers that joined us. You're very welcome to come along with on the ride. And I can't say what I'm building next, but it may be motorcycle related. Who knows? But if you haven't already, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you're coming into this now late, you can go back to the playlist for this Yamaha and watch this all the way through. It's only 4 videos it took to do this. So yeah, a great bike, a really great bike to build. And yeah, great result, hey. All right, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now. Cheers.